My friends, we need to speak honestly for a moment. We live in a world where the heart feels heavy, even when the face looks calm, where the mind races, even when the body is still, where anxiety doesn't shout, it whispers, and yet its whisper can be deafening. We scroll through life, we compare. We measure ourselves against images, expectations, and standards that were never meant to define us. And quietly, silently, the pressure builds. People do not always cry out loud anymore. We have learned how to function while hurting. We know how to smile while silently struggling. We know how to work while carrying unseen burdens. But hear this truth: God sees what no one else sees. God knows what no one else knows. God understands what no one else understands. He sees the nights when sleep does not come. He sees the moments when your chest feels heavy. He sees the private battles you don't have words to explain. Many today feel overwhelmed because they are trying to live life carrying the weight of eternity on their own shoulders, trying to succeed, trying to prove themselves, trying to feel valuable, trying to quiet the storm inside. But the human heart was never designed to carry itself. The Bible tells us in Colossians 3:2, set your minds on things above, not on earthly things. Why would God tell us that? Because He knows us. He knows our hearts grow tired when they try to anchor themselves to temporary things, temporary approval, temporary success, temporary comfort, temporary distraction. You see, anxiety grows when the soul loses sight of eternity, when the heart forgets that this world is not the final world. We were not created just to survive life. We were created to live forever with Him. And deep inside your spirit is a quiet knowing, a gentle truth: this world is not home. This is why you feel restless. This is why you feel like something is missing. This is why no achievement, relationship, or possession ever fully satisfies. Your soul remembers heaven. And heaven is not far away. It is simply ahead. You don't need to earn your way into peace. You don't need to solve everything to feel rested. You don't need to understand every detail of life to feel held. You simply need to lift your eyes. Lift them above the anxiety, above the pressure, above the noise, above the present moment. Because there is a hope beyond this life, a rest beyond this exhaustion, a peace beyond this storm, a home beyond this journey. You are not walking toward emptiness. You are walking toward eternity, and heaven is closer than you think. My friend, there is something we need to settle deep in our hearts. Heaven is real, not symbolic, not poetic, not imaginary, not a comforting story we tell ourselves to soften the pain of life. Heaven is as real as the breath in your lungs right now. Jesus Himself said, "In my Father's house are many rooms. I go to prepare a place for you." John 14. For not I might, not I could, not I hope to, not I hope to. I go. A deliberate promise, a personal promise, a promise sealed by the one who conquered death itself. Now hear this: we do not hope for heaven because we fear death. We hope for heaven because we were created for life that does not end. And when you look at the beauty of this world, the sky, the ocean, the mountains, remember this: earth is only the shadow. Heaven is the substance. Every joy here is just a whisper of joy there. Every sunrise here is only a reflection of glory there. Every moment of peace here is but a drop from the ocean of peace waiting there. And yet so many people fear heaven, not because heaven is frightening, but because they do not yet know the one who waits there. Heaven is not precious because of the streets of gold, or the gates of pearl, or the river of life. Heaven is precious because Jesus is there. The one who saw every tear you cried when no one else noticed. The one who carried you when you didn't know how to keep going. The one who never left you, never turned away, never gave up on you. Heaven is not just where you go after life. Heaven is the home of the one who loves you most. And that is why your spirit aches with longing. You are not made for endless stress, endless responsibility, endless pressure, endless fear, endless survival. You are made for perfect love, perfect peace, perfect joy, endless belonging, eternal rest. The world tells you to chase success, approval, validation, and yet none of it ever truly satisfies. But heaven says, come home. There is a place for you, a place where your heart will finally exhale, a place where your soul will finally settle, a place where every wound will finally heal, a place where you will finally feel whole. You see, the hope of heaven does not disconnect us from life. It strengthens us to walk through it. It reminds us this pain is temporary, this storm is temporary, this life is temporary, but your eternity is secure. And if heaven is real, then your story is not over. Not in your suffering, not in your struggle, not in your silence, not ever. Your future is not darkness. Your future is light. There are times in life when the weight of living feels almost unbearable. Times when the heart feels tired, not from exertion, but from existing. Times when you look around and wonder, why does everything feel so difficult? Why does peace seem so far away? Why do I feel exhausted even when nothing is wrong? My friend, the reason is not that you are weak. It is not that you are failing. It is not that you lack faith. It is simply this. Your soul is homesick for heaven. You were not created for brokenness. You were not created for pain, conflict, or anxiety. You were not created for a world that changes faster than the heart can keep up with. You were created for peace, for wholeness, for the presence of God Himself. And so when we live in a world that does not match what our soul was created for, we feel the tension, we feel the longing, we feel the ache. We try to fill that ache with activity, with success, with entertainment, with noise, with anything to make the silence more comfortable. But the silence is not empty. The silence is sacred. It is the place where your spirit remembers. This is not my final home. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes 3:11. He has set eternity in the human heart. That means your heart knows heaven exists even when your mind forgets. This is why no accomplishment satisfies for very long. This is why every joy, no matter how pure, eventually fades. This is why even on the happiest days, something inside you whispers, there is more. Not more to achieve, not more to prove, but more to come. Your spirit knows what your eyes cannot see yet. You are traveling through a temporary world on your way to an eternal one. The pressure, the restlessness, the emotional heaviness, these are not signs that God has abandoned you. They are signs that your soul remembers where it belongs. And God, in His kindness, does not shame you for the struggle. He does not say, be stronger. He does not say, hold it together. He says, come to me. Matthew 11:28, come when the weight is too much. Come when the tears don't stop. Come when the future feels uncertain. Come when the past feels too loud. Come when the silence scares you. You see, God is not asking you to carry your own heart. He is asking you to let Him carry you. The heaviness you feel is not the end of your story. It is simply the reminder that your story is eternal. You are not made for despair. You are not made for fear. You are not made for anxiety. You are made for heaven. And every step you take with Him is one step closer to home. My friend, there is something incredibly powerful about the way we see life. Two people can walk through the same storm. One will feel crushed by it, and the other will stand unshaken. The difference is not strength. The difference is perspective. When we look only at this world, the burdens feel endless. Every problem feels final. Every setback feels permanent. Every disappointment feels defining. But when we lift our eyes, when we remember that this life is temporary, that heaven is real, that eternity is ahead, something shifts inside us. The Bible tells us in 2 Corinthians 4:18, for the things which are seen are temporary, but the things which are unseen are eternal. Temporary. This life, temporary. The worry that keeps you up, temporary. The stress that weighs on your heart, temporary. The pain that feels endless, temporary. But God, His love, His promises, His presence, His plan for you, eternal. When anxiety tries to choke your joy, it is because anxiety wants you to believe that this moment is everything, that the pressure of today defines your entire story, that what you feel right now is how you will feel forever. But heaven steps into that moment and quietly whispers, this is not the end. This is not forever. Keep going. You're on your way home. When you remember eternity, the mountains don't seem as immovable. The losses don't seem as final. The fears don't seem as powerful. The darkness doesn't seem as permanent. Because your life is part of something bigger than this world. You are not defined by your worst day, your hardest moment, your deepest wound, or your loneliest night. You are defined by the one who made you, redeemed you, and is preparing a home for you. Yes, this world has storms, but storms don't last forever. Yes, this world has battles, but battles don't determine destiny. Yes, this world has tears, but tears are temporary, and the one who counts them also promises to wipe every single one away. When life feels overwhelming, do not run from God, run toward Him. For your strength does not come from your willpower, it comes from His presence. Lean into Him, rest in Him, breathe again in Him. You are not walking through life alone. You are walking with the one who sees the end from the beginning. The one who goes before you, stands beside you, and sustains you with everlasting love. So lift your eyes, lift your spirit, lift your hope, because where you are is not where you will remain. Your journey is leading you somewhere beautiful, somewhere eternal, somewhere home.